Lovely being here. Dr. Siddharth Pandey, Dr. Senior Pandey, it was such a delight to meet you. I'm so happy to be here in Kolkatta, and I have brought my mother along with me. My mother is 78 years young, and she's here right in front, and she's from Kolkata. My father and my mother met for the first time in Kolkata, and if they had not met, I would not be here. That's my sister there too. So I'm very happy. I feel like I'm amongst family. With this distinguished panel, what I'd like to do very quickly is tell you just my feelings about why I believe that India is a superpower, not from the numbers perspective, but from a behavioral perspective or from a people perspective, since it's HRD India. And I'd like to take on INDIA and talk about each one of these as an acronym. I is inclusivity or inclusiveness. India has wisdom, ancient wisdom. We talk about data. Data, when you put it together, it becomes information. Information, when you collate it and put it under some headings, it becomes knowledge. But we need to move now from the age of knowledge to the age of wisdom. And I believe that India is best poised to be the Vishwa Guru, the teacher of the world, to move from knowledge to wisdom. Because knowledge can be acquired, knowledge can be retrieved, knowledge can be stored, and knowledge can be processed much faster by machines created by human beings. But wisdom is another ball game altogether. Wisdom is about consciousness. What is the wisdom? What is the ancient wisdom that we have that can be applied to modern times, to modern leadership? That is the essence of the acronym that I'm sharing with you, where I is for inclusiveness. Inclusiveness has been part of our wisdom from time immemorial. The Sanskrit saying is Vasudeva Kutumbakam. The world is one family. So all this talk about DEI, all this talk about diversity, go out into India or any of the streets, you will see diversity. Diversity is part of our DNA. And inclusiveness is part of our psyche. That is I, inclusiveness. N is for nowness. Being in the now. Being in the present moment. How many of you heard of mindfulness? Can I see a show of hands? Where did mindfulness come from? John Kabat-Zinn went to Sri Goenka Ji, who taught Vipassana, and tried to understand the meditation technique of Vipassana. All he could understand properly was one part of it, which is right at the beginning part, that's called which he named mindfulness, took back to America. He set up the Institute of Mindfulness in California, which was a great service to humanity, but we need to recognize the origin. The essence of all meditative techniques is being in the present moment or being in the now. What do you mean being in the now? We are all in the now. But being in the now, we are in the now, but where is our mind? There is a Sanskrit saying, which I will not tell you, but I'll translate into English. It says, the mind is like a drunken monkey bitten by a scorpion. Drunken, if you don't understand, you will, as I understand, Siddharth has promised an evening after this. Monkey, of course, we came from there, bitten by a scorpion, it's all over the place. Which means the mind is not in our control. Are we mastering our mind, or is our mind our master? The ancient traditions, meditative practices, philosophies of India, there are so many. There's diversity there too. Have all focused on first gaining control of our mind and being in the now. That is nowness, which we call sthirta. Unless you have a certain stability, if you're always anxious, anxiety, depression, suicide, loneliness, 61% of young people in America are lonely. I went to London last week. Oh, by the way, Dr. Siddharth Pandey, I have only one citizenship, and that is Indian. Only one passport. It's just got a lot of stamps on it. I went to London. I went on a tube train, and I saw people there. They were looking so serious. So, when you look, nobody was smiling, nobody looks at each other in the eye. I said, wow, because I teach happiness. I said, wow, this is great market potential. So, not smiling or being depressed, or being sad, or being angry, it's the same energy. How most of our minds are either in the future, we are anxious about the future, or in the past, we are regretful about the past. We are not in the now. So that's the end or nowness which India can teach the world. WHO says that there is going to be a mental health pandemic. We already know what the pandemic is. Mental health pandemic in the next 15 years. Almost every family will have somebody with some mental illness. We need to change that. And India is poised to be able to do that, because India, old tradition, understands how to use the mind and how to be in the now. Nowness is also about the D, I-N-D. I was inclusiveness, and it's nowness. D is detachment. Can we be detached? Can we be a witness? Can we have what Krishna told Arjuna as Sakshi Bhav or Drashta Bhav? Look at things from the outside without getting so involved in the psychodrama of things that you get messed up. We're always creating drama. Can we stay out of it? If you look at many of the challenges that India has handled recently, even on a geopolitical scale, unless you are a little detached, don't get involved in everybody's problems, right? At the same time, have the caring feeling, but be detached. Detachment helps in objectivity. D, detached. Sakshi Bhav, Drashta Bhav. I-N-D, I is involved. This is crazy. This kind of paradox can only happen in India. Be detached, but be involved. How do you be involved? Karmanye vadikaraste ma phalesu kadachana. Be involved in the process. Look at our great panelists here. When they speak, they're involved. You're here, you're involved. But be detached. Don't be so involved that you fall down. Don't be so detached that you're only a spectator and you don't play the game and only criticize from the side. So the involvement is required. When we are involved, there's this beautiful thing about identity. Identity is who am I? Who am I is an internal question that we ask in philosophy, but who am I is I am me, I am the body, I am this. Who am I? This is my family, this is my city, this is my country. So leaders are not those who take charge. Leaders are those who take care of those in their charge. So we take care of that which is mine. If we identify with India, India is mine. If we identify with the world is mine. I will take care of what, if I'm in the environment, with climate, this is mine. I take care of that. So that is the involvement part we're talking about. Expand your identity so you can be more involved. Don't sit on the side and only criticize. Last A is about alignment. Alignment is yoga. Yoga is mind, body, spirit. You heard of MBA, right? Masters in this is a different MBA. This is mind, body, Atma. So alignment is about, can we be aligned? Can we be authentic? Can we be ourselves? The mantra, the vachan, the speech, and the kriya. When the thought, speech, and action are aligned, then we are happy. And then we can be even trusted by others. And we can live a life of truth. So this is my feeling with these words. I'd like to hand it over to my panelists.